Stone Horsemanship. I'm Greta Cummings.
And I'm Sherry Dill Billings. And now that spring is coming around, we're taking a good look at our horses' conditioning and how well do they winter over the winter.
Yeah.
And today would be a good time to talk about nutrition. Some of the basics from nutrition that I know that I grew up on that you are much more educated on is horses need at least 20 pounds of good quality hay a day. They need at least no less than 5 gallons up to 10 gallons of water a day. And salt should always be available to them. But the conditions, their activity, and all that comes into play on what their needs are.
Yeah, there's so many variables in there when feeding a horse. But exactly like Sherry said, is the minimum requirements need to be your hay. And you're saying 20 pounds of hay a day, which is your good average 1,000-pound horse ration, but it should be about 2% of their body weight per day. So, you know, that varies on the size of your horse. And also how you feed it is really important too. One, you want to make sure you've got a good quality hay. You don't want to go buy the cheap stuff because you'll end up paying more in the long run. But a good grass hay is necessary for the health of the digestive system, how their body was created to be grazers. So you don't want to feed them just once a day and then say, see you tomorrow again, guys, and they ate all that hay in a few hours and they're going more hours without eating than with eating.
Standing around with an empty stomach.
Yes, that's not good for them. They really need to be grazing, and if you're hand feeding your horses, you want to feed them 3 to 4 times a day. We use the Hay Chicks net system, and that makes that really easy, that we can cut it down to twice a day because the net prolongs the life of that hay, and there's a lot of other benefits to it as well. But those are just the minimum requirements. Like you said, the salt is so very important in their diet, just like ours. They need it to replace electrolytes and everything in their body and for their whole body system to function properly.
How about other minerals? I know some people buy those brown blocks. I never have. I've always just used the white. Do you recommend the brown blocks?
The brown blocks are basically nothing more than a dirty salt block.
Oh.
They don't have a whole lot of mineral benefits to it. I offer, in addition to salt, I always offer a loose mineral that they can come and get it as they want. I get it at the feed store. Also, I feed a ration balancer, especially to our working horses, especially. Ration balancer, and it's just 1 pound of a pelleted feed a day. And it is exactly like it said. It makes sure it's got plenty of protein in it. It's got the vitamins and minerals the horses need for the body to function properly. And that's the biggest hiccup that our horses have as domesticated animals, is they can't go out and forage for all of those nutrients that they need. You know,
but yet they can tell us when they need them. It's amazing how we've seen horses eat dirt off of a fence rail, or a horse that likes to lick human skin. That's a good sign that they may need some salt.
Yep. Or if you'll see them eating dirt or chewing on tree bark or something like that, that's all them trying to find a deficiency in their body, and just making sure that they've got hay to graze on throughout the day. They've got that salt. A good mineral or ration balancer always helps to balance that out. Like
pick up what they may miss from the hay.
Exactly. And then again, that fresh water, that is so important. You said, 5 to 10 gallons a day minimum, and make sure it's fresh, make sure it's good and clean. And if you wouldn't want to drink it, they probably don't want to drink it either. So I hope that helps you. If you have any other questions about equine nutrition, you can always reach out to us through our Facebook page or website, as well as visit your local feed store. And they should have a knowledgeable staff to help you get your horse fed right, so they're looking their best and their body can function their best to be a good partner. May the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you.
And the horses you ride
from our barn to yours.